Welcome to Broken Tusk Rising, a Pathfinder 2nd Edition actual play in the Galarian campaign setting. We're playing through the Quest for the Frozen Flame adventure path.
I'm Jessica, and I'm playing Zancath, the Halfling Fighter.
This is Josh, and I'm playing Corgo, the Human Barbarian.
I'm Ashley, and I play Aklep the Druid, a former member of the Burning Mammoth.
Last time on Broken Tusk Rising, the scouts talked to Vare, the former crusader, and she told them about strange occurrences at her campsite. They looked around and found Luukallo, or Lou, the friendly skeleton. Vare reluctantly accepted Luukallo into her camp and offered to help the scouts and the Broken Tusk following if they helped her hunt a chimera that killed her brother. The heroes agreed, and the group made its way into the mountains. Corgo scaled a 60-foot cliff, and when he reached the top, he was confronted by an angry chimera. Let's roll for initiative.
I have a question about initiative.
Yes?
In order to roll something that's not perception, do you, can you just say it? Or is there...
You need to be doing some exploration activities or something beforehand that would use those skills. You need to have set that up somehow. So, for example, if you were stealthing through the woods, I would say, yeah, it makes sense to use your stealth roll. Now, what you guys were doing was helping Corgo climb.
Oh, no, sure. That it doesn't apply to this one, but I am curious for the future.
Okay.
One of my features, if you roll deception or stealth for initiative, how would deception...
Deception would be tough. You would have to say that you were in a conversation with someone, for example, and you're lying to them.
Okay, cool.
You're telling them, no, look, there's definitely something you should look at over there. And then you get to roll initiative and use deception for your initiative roll. And you're sort of tricking them so you can get an advantage over them with initiative. Does that make sense?
That makes sense. I was just curious.
Okay.
It does not apply to this one, but
yeah,
thought I would ask.
Okay, so here's the situation. Oh, I guess everybody go ahead and roll. So, and I need to roll for Vare too.
Golly, the chimera rolled well.
Wow. It sure did.
It's nice to know you, Corgo.
Let me explain, before we do anything else, let me explain the setup. And I'm actually going to move all of you to the top of the map here. Corgo, you're actually not on this map. You're actually at the top of a cliff. In fact, maybe I'll just put you right there, and we'll just say that's the top of the cliff, okay?
Okay.
You're 60 feet up this cliff, which is at the northern edge of this map. And everyone else is on the mountainside down below, all right? And then right in front of Corgo on this cliff, just off the map, is this chimera. There's a separate map for the chimera's cave. Corgo, the first thing that happens, you look up over the ledge of this cliff, you reach the edge, you start pulling yourself up, and right there, breathing in your face, is this chimera. And it gets to go first because it rolled a 33 for initiative. This large creature is going to attack you with, first, its dragon jaws.
Nice.
So here comes an attack. 26 to hit.
That'll hit me.
That'll hit you.
All right.
Corgo, this dragon's jaw reaches out and clamps down on you, and you feel a rush of cold covering your body. And you take 26 points of damage.
Yikes.
16 piercing, 10 points of cold. And with that, the creature leaps off the wall and flies down toward the party and sort of hovers over them. So it's going to spend an action hovering over the party, and that is its turn. It is now hovering sort of over the party, about 40 feet off the ground.
Ruh-roh.
Yeah, let's say it's 30 feet off the ground. It can actually move a bit further with its last action. It's going to be 30 feet off the ground.
On the one hand, 30 feet is in range of some of my stuff. On the other hand, 30 feet probably means we're within range of its stuff. Which I don't love.
And that is its turn. And the next person to go is Aklep. Aklep, what do you want to do? This creature has just made a savage bite on Corgo, who doesn't need to make any checks to hold on or anything. He's got the pitons in the wall and the rope and everything, but he's 60 feet up the wall. Aklep, what do you want to do?
Man, do I wish I had picked some different spells.
Isn't that just the way it works?
Yeah, for sure. I would like to have Grifka use an action. So use one of my actions to have Grifka provide fire elemental support benefit.
Now that gives Grifka 2 actions.
So my strikes that damage a creature in my fire elemental's reach. Oh no, this is terrible because they're not going to be in his reach, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe I won't do that. I have a new spell. I want to use it, so I'm going to use my new spell first.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Fireball.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Oh no. You don't have to use your new spell. You might want to save it.
No, I think you should.
You should save it.
You definitely should.
It seems
totally
good.
Blow it up.
Okay, so I will cast Fireball. Boom.
All right.
It's a roaring blast of fire that detonates at a spot I designate. And then I guess it's a spell attack roll. So.
No, it's a basic save.
Oh, they
basic
gotta do
reflex save.
A reflex save.
Yeah, so you fire this little mote of flame and drifts through the air and explodes into a 20-foot burst around this chimera floating in the air, flapping around, and it makes a basic reflex save. A 20.
Well, that fails.
Oh no!
Because it was supposed to get a DC 21.
Oh no!
Awesome.
Oh no!
Alright, so it's 66 fire damage, and then it rolls for 21 damage.
Oof. Okay,
Nice.
so 66 fire damage, you get a 21. The creature roars from all 3 heads in pain as fire explodes all around it. Now, there's no ongoing fire damage or other effects, but that definitely hurt the creature. What else do you want to do, Aklep? Anything else? You got 1 action left if that's all you've done so far.
Yeah, Aklep's gonna give the creature an intimidating glare
Ooh.
to attempt to demoralize him with this glare.
Okay, so now the creature has to make a will save. And it got a 21. No, it doesn't. It got a 33.
That seems, I don't know what passes, but I'm guessing that does it.
I think that probably does it.
No, I'm sorry. I think you roll, actually, right? When you do an intimidating glare, I think you roll.
Yeah, that works.
Intimidation
Yeah, you roll intimidate.
versus will.
Yeah, so you have to roll overcome its will DC. So you have to make your intimidation skill check and overcome its will DC, which I have here.
Okay, I will roll intimidation. Oh, it's a 16.
Okay.
Great roll. Actually, you know what? Can we hero point?
You can, if you want.
Is that worth it?
Up to you, but
You remember, hero points can be used for other stuff.
yeah.
But, yep, if you want to, you can intimidate it. It would make it frightened 1 if you succeed.
I'll save it. It's
Okay.
the beginning of combat.
Sure.
Yeah, there's going to be some breath weapons happening, so
Yep, that's a good
Yeah,
point.
agreed.
maybe save that for saves.
So that means it is Zancath's turn. Zancath, what do you want to do?
Okay, first of all, I'm going to draw my bow, and then I am going to, because I have distracting shadows, I can hide behind a medium or larger creature.
Okay.
So I would like to do a stealth check to hide from the chimera.
Okay, so that's 2 actions. And you make a stealth check. Let's see if you can...
Oh, sorry, that was supposed to be blind, and I didn't, but it's 17. I'll re-roll
Okay.
it if you want.
And that's against the creature's... let's see...
Perception DC.
DC. Okay. All right. Something happens. You're not sure if you've beaten that or not.
Okay. And then I'm going to shoot an arrow at it.
Okay.
If I'm concealed, I was just reading this. If I'm hidden, I get a +2 circumstance bonus.
You are not hidden.
Okay, cool. I didn't think I was. It was a bad roll. So it's also not gonna get sneak attack, which is sad if I hit. So that is a 20 to hit.
That is a miss.
Okay. Shockingly, those were 2 bad rolls. So
Yep.
here we are.
That's Zancath's turn. Vare says, "Spread out, you idiots!"
I wanted to do stuff.
And she runs to the south some to get away from the rest of you who are kind of grouped up together. And she will, let's see, what else? She's got some cool stuff here. Who's going next? Corgo's going next. Josh, you might want to look up the rules on climbing and see how fast you can climb down.
I've been looking up rules, all right.
Assuming you want to do that. Or you could stand up there and throw stuff from up there, I suppose.
I feel like I know what Corgo's going to do.
I think you should do like a Dark Souls type jump, like they're really weak when you hit them from the head.
Yep, you can try that too. All right, so next is Corgo and then Luukallo. All right, she points at the chimera and says, I think the dragon head's slightly weaker. And all of you gain a +1 status bonus to attack and damage rolls against the creature.
Cool.
Until the beginning of her next turn. And then, with her last action, she pulls out a crossbow. It is Corgo's turn. Corgo, you are 60 feet up the cliff. You are 35 feet away from this chimera. What do you want to do?
So the chimera flew down.
Down and over a little bit.
Okay. Corgo's going to jump on the chimera or fall on it.
Okay. I think you need to make some kind of check to actually land on it.
I don't know.
I feel like you should have to. I feel like you should have to make some kind of check to land on the chimera.
I mean, I think so too, but we're entering no rules territory, I think.
Yeah.
I think the chimera is pretty distracted by everything below it. Might not even be watching for anything from above.
Well, it does have 3 heads.
It does have 3 heads.
That's true.
I guess let's do this. Why don't you make an athletics check to see if you can jump onto this creature? Now, you are going to take some falling damage.
Oh, but it will take falling damage too.
That's true.
And it's like directly below, right?
It's sort of over to the side, so you'll need to move along the cliff a little bit and then jump off.
Okay.
Or jump and sort of angle yourself through the air somehow.
Am I making an acrobatics or an athletics here?
I'll let you choose.
Well, I'm going to do athletics.
I love this. I'm so excited about it.
You're not getting away from me! 25. Athletics.
Let's, I'm going to say 25 is a hit.
Okay.
I'm going to say that that's a success. I'm going to give you that +1 from Vare, and I'm going to... it's not normally quite enough to hit this creature's AC, but it's very close, and I'm going to say that's enough to land on it. Now, you're falling 35 feet. How much falling damage is that? It says, when you fall more than 5 feet, when you land, you take bludgeoning damage equal to half the distance you fell, falling on a creature. If you land on a creature, that creature must attempt a DC 15 reflex save. Intentionally aiming yourself to land on a creature after a long fall is almost impossible.
Hey, you can ignore that part.
Come
It's a short fall.
What is that? What kind of an additional rule thing is that?
I'm going to let you land on it.
Okay.
But I am going to give it a reflex save.
That feels reasonable.
Yeah, reasonable, but not great for you.
All right, let's roll the creature's reflex save. I rolled a 23.
Ooh,
What am I aiming? What's the DC?
It's less than my athletics check, so...
It doesn't say. It says attempted reflex save, but doesn't say against what.
I think Josh makes a good point. He rolled higher. The higher
I
number wins.
agree. I think we're going to go with the creature fails its reflex save. Bludgeoning damage, half the distance you fell, so you fell 35 feet, so 17 points of damage, and we're going to inflict that on you and on the creature. All right, so Corgo falls and smacks into this creature.
About as smart as I expected.
Oh, Corgo.
I'm good. I got a new friend made of bones that can heal me.
Corgo smacks into this weird creature, landing on its back. The creature does not move out of the way. Oh, it says the creature takes falling damage. Okay, the creature failed. That means the creature takes bludgeoning damage equal to half the falling damage you took.
Oh, okay.
So it didn't even take all 17.
That's not even as fun now.
I mean, you're in a good position to attack next. I mean, assuming it doesn't throw you off or something, you're in a good position to attack
I'm
now.
assuming I'm falling off here in a minute.
Yeah.
Okay, how many actions was that? Was that one cool action?
That was one to jump on it.
Oh, yeah.
So many cool points.
Okay, and then halfway into the jump, Corgo went into cat rage mode too.
And you know what? I'm going to give you a hero point because that was real heroic.
That's cool.
Yeah, of course
That
it
was very heroic.
And stupid. Let's do it.
Josh, don't you have the thing where you can just automatically go into a rage when you roll initiative?
I do, but I didn't do it.
Okay.
So you're not in a rage?
Let's read it. So this is a new ability. So everybody, we had to update our characters for some Pathfinder 2nd Edition updates.
Yep, they did the remaster edition of Pathfinder 2nd Edition, so characters have had to be updated. Corgo now has an ability that whenever he rolls initiative, lets him go into a rage as a reaction to rolling initiative. He can do it for free.
So, I don't know. I didn't say... am I supposed to do... Oh, it says it triggers you roll initiative, so I don't know.
I think we can assume that if you wanted to go into a rage, you can go into a rage. I'm not going to... I mean, this is brand new. I'm not going to be real picky about it. If you want to say you're in a rage, that's fine with me.
Okay, so like maybe first turn, it's your turn, and your first turn, you say that you were in a rage on your turn, I guess, right? Is that how we're going to do this?
Sure, that's fine.
Okay. And you know what? How do you even go into a rage?
Now, that is the hardest thing of all. That is the most difficult thing in all of Pathfinder 2e is making Foundry put you into a rage.
How does one even rage? I had a nice button set up to do this. There we go. I think I did it.
Okay, great.
Rage?
So Corgo is now in a rage and on the Chimera.
Okay, he's going to start attacking. 32 to hit.
Nice.
32 is a hit, but not a critical hit.
Okay. All right, so that is 14 damage.
All right, so Corgo bites and claws at this Chimera for 14 points of damage.
And last attack is a 22 to hit.
That is a miss. So you're not able to penetrate the creature's thick hide.
Cargo will jump, go rage out mid-jump, land on its back, and just is tearing at the... Is that wings?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, it's scratching at the wings. Does it have to make a fly check to remain flying when taking so much immense damage?
No.
Okay, just checking.
Good try.
And don't forget, you're getting a +1 to attack from Vare. That
Okay.
wouldn't make much of a difference. It would be 23, which would also be a miss. But everybody remember that until Vare's next turn, you get a bonus. Oh, you get a +1 to damage as well. I need to add that on there.
Okay, so 15 damage, and I'm going to save my hero point for when I eventually fall to 0 hit points.
Okay.
And that's Corgo's turn.
That brings us to Luukallo. Corgo is tearing at this creature from its back. What do you want to do?
So Lou, seeing that Corgo is now on top of this thing, he is going to cast Forbidding Ward, which will give Corgo a +1 bonus to armor class and saving throws against target enemies' attacks, spells, and other effects.
Ooh.
Actually, sorry, a +2 because it's heightened.
Oh, that's sweet.
So I'm going to click cast.
Awesome. Corgo is now protected. And what else is Lou going to do?
Lou is going to very bravely run.
Okay, so you can stride up to your speed.
We're on the side of a mountain, right?
Right.
Let's see, should he run or hide? You know what, I feel like the Chimera is probably pretty busy. Well, yeah, he's gonna move over here behind. If he sees an outcropping, he'll kind of try hide behind it.
Okay. And that's Luukallo's turn. And that brings us to the Chimera.
Uh-huh.
The Chimera rears back with that dragon head and breathes out a 30-foot cone of cold.
Yep.
And let's see what that covers here. 30 feet. Yep. Okay. Which will capture Zancath, Aklep, and Grifka.
Yep.
I need all three of you to make a basic reflex save.
24. I'll roll with it.
31, and let me see if can I roll for Grifka? Yeah.
Go ahead and roll for Grifka.
And Grifka got a 15.
Yep. Aklep, that 31 comes from a natural 20.
Yeah.
And that means that Aklep takes no damage. Aklep somehow dives into the snow or something, dives out of the way, and takes no damage.
That's cool.
Everybody else, so Zancath, you made a basic failure.
Okay.
Grifka made a critical failure.
Okay.
So let's roll the damage here. 34 points of damage to Zancath.
Oh no.
Oh my gosh. And double that
Ooh.
for Grifka. 68 points of damage for Grifka.
I feel like Grifka's out of commission.
Yeah, what's that put him at? Like dying?
That puts Grifka at dying 1.
Wouldn't it be dying 2 because it's critical?
Oh, you're right. It's a critical failure. That'd be dying 2.
Teacher. You forgot to assign homework.
Oh my god, does Grifka have a hero point?
You could use your hero point for Grifka. I'm not sure if the rules explicitly allow that, but I would allow
Your
that.
companion murderer, Mike. You're a murderer of companions.
I'll get to murdering the rest of you soon.
No. Keep killing the companions. It's okay.
I'm gonna use my hero point for Grifka.
Well, not right now. You can't. 'Cause it's not your turn.
Okay, dang it.
All right, so Grifka moves in initiative. So I have to. This is weird. How does that work that way with animal companions?
I guess so. And if it gets its turn back, it'll just go back to.
I guess.
Cyclops, right?
Yeah, I can't actually even move Grifka because Grifka is not. As an animal companion, Grifka is not allowed to have an initiative number.
Maybe they just die easier.
Yeah. The Chimera has 1 action left. Gosh, if it doesn't spend its action to fly, then it will actually fall.
Oh.
So as much as it would like to bite Corgo. So what it's going to do then, gosh, you guys have done a lot of damage in a short period of time, is it's going to fly 40 feet up to the cliffside. GM's note. Flying straight up or diagonally up makes that area covered count as difficult terrain. So actually, the Chimera should only be able to move 20 feet. So Corgo and this Chimera are carried up to the cliff where it lands on top of that cliff, which is 60 feet above those of you on the ground. And that's its turn. Aklep, now it's your turn.
Oh my goodness. Aklep is distressed over Grifka being injured, and Aklep will stabilize Grifka.
Now you could also spend use a healing spell to restore Grifka, or you could heal a bunch of people if you wanted to. Use a 3-action heal. You could heal. Well, I guess you and Grifka are the only ones. Yeah,
hurt.
just you and Grifka and Corgo are hurt.
Not even
Didn't
me.
Zancath take much of damage?
Just Zancath and
Oh yeah,
Corgo.
I guess Zancath.
I
You're
did
right.
take a bunch of damage.
Yep, Zancath and Grifka and Corgo are hurt.
Okay, but how would that work? Because Corgo is very far away.
Corgo, you cannot heal with the spell. That's right. But you could do a 1-action heal on Grifka.
And Zancath is really hurt too, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe we should do a 30-foot
Emanation, yes.
would heal both of them.
Correct.
And maybe I should make it a big heal? Big heal?
I would not be upset about a big hill.
We get a big.
I am at
one.
less than half.
Okay, and Grifka's same. They're both at less than half.
Yep.
So, yes, a large heal.
Make sure to heal Lou
comes-
too.
I won't be healing Blue. He's not within that 30 feet.
Okay.
Or he's going to purposely be not in that 30 feet. Yeah. Healing in, let's see, what is it? I'm going to do the the 3rd rank heal.
Okay.
I feel like we need to talk to Lou and find out if healing, in fact, heals Lou as an undead. That could
That's
be
probably
good
a
to
good
know.
idea.
Mm-hmm.
That would be a great topic to bring up, yes.
Okay, so 3d8 healing, and with 3d8, both Zancath and Grifka are going to heal 22.
That's
Thank
great.
you. That's lovely.
Wow, nice.
That's an amazing roll.
Lovely.
2 8s and yeah, that's fantastic.
Yep.
And so that was a 3-action heal. And Grifka has an action, but does he know to run?
Sure, that's fine. You could have Grifka run to spread out. That's fine.
Yeah, Grifka's going to get further away.
Grifka runs away from this former mass of people.
Can he run around this little mountain thing?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's fine.
He's running. He's like, oh no.
All right, and that's Aklep's turn. Zancath, what do you want to do?
I'm going up that rope. What do I need to do?
Oh, okay.
The monster is at the top of the rope. And Corgo is with the monster at the top of the rope. Up the rope.
You might climb down the rope.
Climbing is really slow.
Mm-hmm.
You can only move 5 feet.
Good lord, 5 feet for every 20 feet of speed. Above 20 feet. So I could climb 5 feet.
Yeah, for each stride action. So you could climb 15 feet.
15 of the 60.
I don't recommend
If you
it.
spend your whole turn climbing. Yeah.
I'm gonna pass.
You could try shooting at it. You can sort of see it over the edge of the cliff.
Okay, I can see it. Okay.
Yes, I might give it a little bit of cover, but you can see it, but it will be hard to hit it. You already know it's hard to hit.
Okay.
If you try climbing, it would basically take you 4 rounds to climb
Yeah,
up.
I'm not doing that. I didn't realize just how slow it was. First of all, I'm gonna stride just to get away from the others. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Right, that's right there. Okay. And then I'm gonna shoot it.
Okay.
Can I hide before I guess I would have needed to hide behind Aklep before I moved.
Yeah.
Let me try to hide before I
Okay.
move. My first roll is terrible with stealth, so maybe this will be better. 23 against perception DC.
Okay. You don't know if that was successful or not.
Do I have a +2?
Well, go ahead and roll and don't add it, and I'll tell you if you hit.
Okay. I'm gonna hero point that critical failure
Okay.
for a 27.
27, you do not get the bonus to hit.
Okay.
It did, in fact, see you move, but that is a hit.
Well,
It says result hit.
yeah,
Yeah.
because I've
Surprise.
I've selected the token. So that's going to be a terrible amount. It's just going to be a d6 of damage. It's going to be 4 damage. I missed my sword.
Gorgo, you're up here by yourself on this cliff on this creature, and you hear it cry out in pain as an arrow thuds into its side. All right, so that's your 3 actions.
That's my 3 action. Yes, because I hit. Yes.
Vare lines up a shot with her crossbow. Actually, she has to load it. She's pulled it out.
Wait, that was actually 5 damage because of Vare.
Oh, you're right. It takes another one.
It takes another
Good
1.
call.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So Vare again points at it and says, "It's a little closer to the edge on the backside." She again gives you guiding words, which will give you a +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls. And she loads her crossbow, 2nd action, and then shoots, 3rd action. So she's going to take a shot with this crossbow. A 19.
That's
a
not going to do
19
it.
is a miss.
Yeah.
So she misses, and that's too bad. She could have done some decent damage. That brings us to Corgo. Corgo, you are on this creature's back. It is on this cliff's edge. What do you want to do?
Corgo will continue biting and scratching it. Uh-huh. And
And then Corgo dies because he doesn't come down to the rest of us, but okay.
so he rolled a 7. I'm going to hero point.
You have an action left. You can always leap off. One of us will catch him, I'm sure.
Yes, the skeleton, the incredibly burned person, or the 2 halflings.
Splat.
Corgo uses a hero point. He's feeling like he's got to attack at a different spot. Like the hide is too thick in that spot, so that he goes somewhere else. Rolls a 32 on that reroll.
Which is a hit.
Nice. So that is... I'm rolling the damage manually. So that's only 9 damage.
Rough.
Okay.
+1.
I did.
Plus
I added
one.
the +1 already.
No.
So Corgo does 9 damage.
You claw into this creature. You're tearing at its flesh on its back. Feathers are going all over the place.
Being on it, he has a moment of clarity here. And he knows this creature could just fly up into the air, drop him, or fly in the cave and eat him all by himself. So he's going to use an action to jump off and run to the rope and start to climb down it.
Okay. Are you doing 5-foot steps, or how are you doing this?
He was not concerned about 5-foot stepping. He is getting away from the creature as fast as he can.
The creature, as you step away from it and actually stride away from it and begin climbing down, it takes an attack of opportunity on you. It makes a snap at you with its dragon jaws, which are the most effective weapon it has. A 27 to hit.
That hits.
All right, here comes that damage. 25 points of damage.
Nice.
It snaps at you with its jaws, and you feel that burst of coal around you again, and you begin climbing down.
Concerned.
Yeah, it's
Uh-huh.
bad.
Oof. Korgo slows down for seconds. It gets bit by a giant dragon head. His movement's 35 feet. Mike, I don't know how far I am away from stuff or how many actions it takes to run away. I had 2 actions left after that attack, so you'll just have to tell me the result of my decisions here.
I'm going to say you use 1 action to get to the rope, and then your next action you begin climbing down. Now, your land speed is not 40 feet or higher, so you're still just moving 5 feet for every action that you choose to spend.
Ah, okay. They don't have like a... I can look at the rules too, but there's not like a cool rappelling option or anything like that? Like speed fall
like
down this rope?
Speed fall.
You know how you're
I don't
like,
see any special rules about it.
Kind of...
Let me see.
You're not going down carefully. You're like... Get that,
Oh, no, I
hands
know what
barely
you're...
on that rope.
Yeah.
Burn your palms a little bit.
Yeah,
but-
little palm burning. I'm really stretching Mike on these rules today. Poor Mike.
You know, it was cool stuff though.
You need a rappelling kit.
Oh, a repelling kit to do that. Okay.
Yeah, you move twice as fast, so 10 feet for every action if you use a rappelling kit. Yeah, so you need everything in a climbing kit, plus some other stuff if you're going to rappel down.
Okay. So it's only
Here's
5.
a choice I'll give you. If you want to just sort of do a controlled fall, I would let you fall and take the normal falling damage, cut in half.
Oh yeah. Let's see what that might be. I think that on average, that would drop Korgo to 0, so he'll just continue going. He'll go slow on the rope. It's all right. He doesn't know.
I mean, you don't even need to worry about... It's not rolling anything, right? Pathfinder 2E's falling damage isn't random. It's deterministic, right? So
Oh, is it?
it's a 60-foot fall, which would be 30 points of damage. I'm going to say if you use the rope, I'll cut that in half to 15.
Oh, okay. Oh, nice. Yeah, Korgo, I mean, he'll only have 3 hit points left, but he'll do that. Sure.
Okay, so Korgo basically falls down the rope, falls down the cliff very quickly while sort of slowing himself, burning his hands badly with the rope and burning his legs a bit. But he hits the bottom, taking 15 points of fire and bludgeoning damage.
Well, you are now near the healers again, so...
Right. So Korgo's now at the bottom.
And he's done. That was interesting.
Let's see, that's the end of Korgo's turn. And that brings us to Luukallo. What do you want to do, Lou?
Okay. So Korgo's down here, presumably where his token is.
Yes.
Aklep is not hurt at all. Is Zanka still hurt?
Yeah, I'm down
little bit.
12.
Trying to think whether I should try and hurt this thing or help them. I feel like no, Lou's all about making friends. He's gonna try to prove to Korgo that he's not an evil skeleton. So he's going to, as soon as I figure out how to move things, he's gonna move over here, 25 feet. Oh no, that's one thing. Okay, he can only heal one person. That's okay. He'll still do that.
Yep, spend 2 actions. You can heal Korgo.
Yep. Okay, I will do that. I am going to heal Korgo for, I believe it is 2d8. Heal versus living. Ooh, I can click things. Roll healing.
Heal versus living. Well, I'm worried about the way you said that.
It's fine. It's not good. Hey, wow, watch. Look, I'm not evil. Look at this. And I click the button. That seems like a lot of dice to roll. But I'm gonna trust Foundry.
Wow.
3d8 plus 24.
Plus 24?
So I'm reading the spell description, and it says 1d8 hit points. With 2 actions, I increase that by 8. I do not know where 3d8 plus 24 came from. That seems somehow not right.
Love it. Yeah.
Although it is heightened, so maybe it's... Oh, okay, so heightened is another 8, plus 2 actions is another 8. I do not know where the plus 24 came from.
Korgo doesn't care if it's cheating. He's accepting this amount of healing wholeheartedly. Wow, Mr. Bones, you're really powerful.
I know, thank you.
I feel like maybe this might have been against the rules, and the Game Master is currently looking really hard at some rules.
You cast it as a 3rd rank spell, which means you heightened it twice.
Sure.
So that means you got plus 16 from that.
Ah, okay.
I'm not sure where the other plus 8 comes from. Oh, it says if you're healing a living creature, increase the hit points restored by 8.
Oh.
So that plus heightened twice means plus 24.
Okay.
Wow.
I didn't know it was that good. Heck yeah.
Whoa.
Corgo, you get 34 hit points back.
I would get that as well, yes?
No, it's a one.
No,
it's a
unfortunately,
2-action
it's not
heal, which means
elimination.
it only affects one person. He had to move. If he hadn't had to move,
Oh, right.
then
It
he
was
could have healed
yeah.
more people.
Okay, that's fine. That's a very impressive heal.
All the dragon teeth punctures are starting to heal up, and Korgo's like, that's really impressive.
And that's all
All
we
right.
can do. He is done.
All right, and now the chimera gets to go again. The chimera stomps back into its cave,
Sure.
away from the cliff. And I guess we'll find out whether you're going to hunt it into its cave in 2 weeks.
Ba ba ba.
Thanks for listening to Broken Tusk Rising. You can help the podcast by giving us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, by following us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at The House of Bob, or by chatting with us on Discord, and most of all, by supporting us on Patreon. That's at patreon.com/thehouseofbob. This show is possible due to all our patrons, who get one-shots, commentary, and other cool stuff. Art for this campaign is by Sean Makes, and art for social media, audio production, and music are by me, Mike. Thanks again for listening, and roll on.
Yeah, that's one near Games for Less.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Yeah, it's really bad. I don't understand. It's Taco Bell. How do you screw it up?
Y'all are going to feel so foolish when Taco Bell sponsors a podcast.
No.
There's actually no map for the cliff or the Chimera's cave in this adventure. I had to make them both desperately in the few minutes before we started recording today. So that means it makes a strike with its dragon jaws, lion jaws, and goat horns, each at a -2 penalty, and targeting. Oh, that has to be different creatures. Never mind. It's not going to do that.
Woo.
Let's strike all that.
Awesome.
Yeah, it can't target. It doesn't have multiple creatures to target. Okay.
But inside of Korgo is 2 wolves.
And each of those get attacked in addition to Corgo.
You know what? Oh my gosh, I got to turn off all these stupid notifications. Okay, shut up, Discord. Hunted into its cave in 2 weeks.
I can hear the music in my head.
Why not? Why not? I mean, what else would we do?
We're going to get caught climbing up.
Oh, man, 5 feet per round is rough.
So slow. That's so slow.
It's not 5 feet per round, it's 5 feet per action.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
That's a little better.
So you
So
can climb
realistic.
15 feet in a round.
So slow.
Hey, Tales of Bob listeners, Mike here. This is a shorter than usual episode, so I'm going to add a bit at the end here. As of this recording, we're still working on Broken Tusk Rising and everything is going well. But as you may have noticed, this is a very dangerous campaign. There is always the possibility of a TPK. For those of you who don't know, TPK stands for Total Party Kill, which means all the player characters have been killed. If that happens, I'm not sure what we should do, so I'd like to ask you. This episode was released on November 11th, 2024, and for the next week after release, we'll have a poll up in the Broken Tusk Rising channel on the House of Bob Discord server. The poll is your chance to tell us what you think we should do if a TPK happens. Continue with new characters, take a break and come back to it later, give up on it and do something new altogether, and so on. I can't promise we'll abide by whatever the vote says. The opinions of the players also matter, of course. But I can promise I will take the poll result into account. So come join us in the House of Bob Discord server and let us know what you think. You can also chat with us and the rest of the House of Bob crew, but be aware that while Tales of Bob is clean, the Discord server is not. Thanks for listening to the podcast, and we hope to hear from you soon.